So we will just wait for this race to get away and then we'll go to our presentation. In heat number 2 of the 3,000, you've got Tristan Day, you've got Ben Kelly, Toby O'Brien, Alistair Christie, Seth O'Donnell, Mitchell Thompson, Tom Thorpe after pacemaking duties, Nathan Pearce, Josh Collins, Johnny Guzman, Aidan Roberts, William Collins, Will Lewis and Luca De Conza. St Kevin's well represented here. We now move to presentations. And our first presentation, or third presentation of the evening, will be for the men's 800 metre champion here at the Box Hill Truck Classic. And our winner, presented by Charlene Rendina, a personal best of 159.00. The winner, Geordie Williams. So Geordie Williams joins Matthew Scott as last year's winner, the second place getter tonight, and of course the famous Lachlan Barber as the inaugural winner of the trophy. Our second trophy, and we'll leave Geordie just to stay nice and close there, don't go too far away. The winner of our women's 800 metre, she was the inaugural winner 2 years ago. She's a Box Hill star. Georgia Griffith of Box Hill Athletic Club is your two-time winner. She, of course, joins Morgan Mitchell, last year's winner of the Box Hill Truck Classic. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, a round of applause for our two winners, Georgia Griffith and Geordie Williams. Thank you. So out in front here, Kang Nyack. Mitch, I might get you to call them as they come through while we finish some presentations here and some pretty photos.
Yeah, thanks for that, Nick. And a really tight bunch here, and these boys are rolling around for about 600 metres. Tom Thorpe's rolling around for about 3.1. He was in the pacing there. He's happy to sit at the back, man with the nicest hair in Melbourne. So these boys now are just going to work off each other. Will Lewis right behind Kang Nyack there. And it's a big bunch. I can see Nath Nation through there, ticking his noodles over. Tristan Day as well, a national medalist in the 5,000 metres, I believe. Johnny Guzman towards the back of that field. So when they make their way a little bit closer to me, I'll be able to get all the hit numbers. But Mitch Thompson has won a 3K at Milers Club. Let's see if he can replicate that tonight. A very similar tactic to what he's done right now. Just happy to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Ben Kelly there. He's also sitting on the inside. So Kang Nyack doing a good job at pacing. And these boys more than happy to just ride off the back of that. And Aidan Roberts, a man from Essendon, he's going to sit on the outside of lane 1 in second place. So a tight pack here, Nick. All of them more than happy to just let Kang kick his legs over and do that extremely well as per usual. So now that they're rolling past here, be able to get a better look. Toby O'Brien there of St Stephen's, as well as at the back there for the St Kevin's boys is Josh Collins, Tom Thorpe. Still rolling at the back, but don't count him out. He's got a bit of fight in him, Tom Thorpe. We'll keep him in there, 2:54. So under that 9-minute pace, but I imagine this race is going to quicken up over the next 2 kilometres, Nick.
Yeah, I reckon this pace is going to kick down pretty quickly. Will Lewis, unfortunately, missed the last mile as 1,500 here. He blamed me. He was on camp working on my triathlon program and rolled his ankle the same day. So he's out here to run a fast time tonight over the 3,000 metres. That man with one of the best haircuts I've seen in athletics sits on the inside there beautifully in Seth O'Donnell. He's in the all-black colours. Aidan Roberts is thereabouts. Toby O'Brien as Kang Nyack jumps off the truck there going through, 1,200 metres. So good pace making there from Kang. I'm sure the boys are happy with the job. But out in front, it's our Western Athletics colours, of course, of Nathan Pearce. So Nathan Pearce, a name very familiar to us all in distance running here in Victoria. Seth O'Donnell in second, Will Lewis, Roberts, O'Brien, De Conza, I reckon, is on the outside there. I've probably missed one as they go through. It's Ben Kelly. So Ben Kelly back to Tristan Day, the Doncaster athlete, and Alistair Christie. And at the moment, they really haven't dropped too many. Maybe Mitch Thompson's got a little bit of work to do with Guzman and Thorpe.
Yeah, we'll let them roll through. There's still a fair bit to play out here. Nathan Pearce happy to take the lead. Someone had to make a move. The man who seems to have a one-way ticket around the world at all times. Nathan Pearce has chosen to run here tonight. Fantastic to see. Will Lewis sits in second place. So he benefited off Kang Nyack, and he says, nah, I don't want any of the front. We'll let Nathan take over that one. So he takes over as almost the pacemaker now, Nathan Pearce. We'll see if he can keep that rolling through. Aidan Roberts of Essendon, but the one to move up, who's crept up through the inside there, is Ben Kelly of the Glen Huntly colours. Mitch Thompson now, he's starting to feel the pinch a little bit, but he could get back on. Tom Thorpe's still on the back of that, so is Johnny Guzman. So they've been moving through quite nicely and very quietly at that, Wolsey. So these boys are not going to spot each other much room at all. And still tightly bunched, but a little bit of movement towards the middle. But at the front, it's Nathan Pearce still.
Well, considering we've got lads in PBs here instead of 8.18 into the 8.20s, they've gone through in 4.16 for 1,500. So you think there's going to be a big negative split here. So it's unsurprising that nearly everyone's still together. Nathan Pearce, Lewis, Roberts, O'Donnell, Kelly, O'Brien, Christie, DeConza on the inside, the really talented junior. The Knox athlete there, and William Collins out wide. Gusman, Tom Thorpe, Will Collins, another one of the rising fast boys from St Kevin's. And Mitch Thompson now just really having to work to stay in contact.
Said a lot of movement here in the middle of the pack, and now, you know, Nathan Pearce is still at the front, but Ben Kelly now, he starts to move his way around. Will Lewis, he's going to go back into the pack a little bit there. Aiden Roberts from Essendon, he's going to take it out. He might be on the inside there, and he might be moving through. Seth O'Donnell, our unattached athlete, he's going to take it, and Ben Kelly now, he says, hey, Seth, save some room for me, mate. I want to get in the middle of that. Aiden Roberts, Seth O'Donnell, Ben Kelly in the middle of it all. Lewis now, he's in 4th place. Toby O'Brien's going to move around. He pushes Nate Pearce out of the way, and he says, no, you can't have that spot. So he's going to keep it there. Johnny Guzman, he's going to roll through at the back of the pack there. Tristan Day, starting to feel it a little bit now. Maybe he can move his way through. He's a tough competitor. And Ben Kelly, he's going to take it out now, and he's looking extremely comfortable with that. Not a lot of movement there. As the rest of the boys, they start to feel the pinch. The question's been asked. Aiden Roberts look comfortable a lot of the way here, Wellesley. He's still sitting in 3rd.
Ben Kelly with 2 laps to go puts about 3 or 4 metres on Seth O'Donnell. Aiden Roberts looks really good. Christie from Doncaster. Will Lewis. DeConza, his very young junior training partners next. O'Brien, Collins, Gusman with the headband. Nathan Pearce's hard works. Now Manny's just fading a little bit. Back to Tristan Day, Tom Thorpe, who set the great pace in the A heat earlier. Mitchell Thompson, and Will Collins. Excuse me, Josh Collins out the back. We've got Josh Collins and Will Collins. But Ben Kelly's now put 10 metres on the field. Peter Schwallow, I see him looking at his clock, getting excited about Ben Kelly's run out in front. He hasn't had a win in a race for a while, and 8.27 is still on the cards. So Ben Kelly, 500 metres to go. Seth O'Donnell, he's just plugged away in second. He's just maintained a great tempo. Christie out wide, Lewis, and also DeConza. But Ben Kelly, 15 metres in front. Can he hold it from there, Mitch Dyer?
Yeah, he's looking comfortable here, but don't count out Will Kelly. He's got a dirty kick on him. So the boys are now going to move through Toby O'Brien and our Doncaster athlete and Alistair Christie. But here comes Will Lewis now. He's on the outside, 7.22 for Ben Kelly. He's going to have to run a fast last lap to get under that PB. Will Lewis, he's going to stalk him down around this last lap. We'll see how he moves. Toby O'Brien on the outside of Will Lewis. So you think it's either going to be Ben Kelly or someone from this front pack, unless Johnny Guzman can get on his bike, which we've seen his brother do. Can he do it too? Aiden Roberts feeling the pinch a little bit now, but Ben Kelly with the arms low and still driving. Will Lewis now starting to move through. We'll see if he can make it known. Toby O'Brien as well. So he's going to try and go on the outside of Will Lewis, but Ben Kelly, 200 to go, 7.55 on the clock. He might have a little bit too much here, Wolsey. He might be able to run away with it, but as I say that, boys get their legs moving.
Look, he ran a 5,000 metre PB not that long ago. I think it was the South Australian Championships. So Ben Kelly out in front. He's going to take a race victory, which is great to see. Will Lewis is next. They're hunting him. But Ben Kelly still looks good, 80 metres to go. Don't think I've called it too early. They're finding another gear behind him. But Ben Kelly's going to gut to that. Will Collins, the big mover from 7th into 3rd into 2nd. But out in front, it's going to be Ben Kelly with a win in 8.28. Next will be Christie, then Collins, O'Brien, Lewis, DeConza, O'Donnell, Gusman, Roberts. Thorpe finds a new gear at the end. Day, Pearce, Collins, and Thompson. But great running from our men in the B race. They didn't quite get the pace right early enough to go the personal best they would have liked. But there's a few of them in there who went sort of under 8.30 or thereabouts for the first time. But good running here in our men's B race for the 3,000. I will ask Steve Deneen just to join me up the podium just to confirm our incentive winners for our men's and women's 3,000 metres. If Steve Deneen could join me, please, at the